Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the Runescape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I'll be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of Runescape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. It is now time to go ahead and, I guess, just roll the next 4 regions. Let's go. I really could have got better regions here. I think I'll look at some tasks next week. I feel really scammed, but it's not the end of the world. Anyway, let's wrap up this episode, and we shall move on to another week of Regional Rumble. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regional Rumble. Once again, we have been designated the Wilderness. However, I'm not going to be spending a massive amount of time here. I'm not going to be killing any bosses in the Wilderness. As I said before, my combat stats are so low that I just become prey to PKers. So we're not going to invest too much time into that. But what I am going to do is once again use the same money-making method as I did before. We're going to grab ourselves the steel plate legs here, but we also have Lumbridge this time. I did not mean to click on that. And Lumbridge also includes Alcarid, which has access to a plate leg shop. So the same thing we did before with Shazian, but this time we have Alcarid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get an invent of plate legs, and then I'm going to go down to Lumbridge. And with that, I'm actually going to invest in getting myself some cosmic runes and making rings of dueling so I can do it faster in the future. Which leads me on to my next point. The reason we want the money is so that we can go to the Mage Arena in the Wilderness, which allows us to buy a bunch of runes like lore runes, nature runes, cosmic runes. And that then leads on to being able to do Mage Training Arena, which of course we need to buy Bones to Peaches anyway. So this is a perfect opportunity to get the runes that we need and to get some of that done. So, without further ado, I'm going to start the timer. And the first thing we're going to do is hop to a free-to-play world, because why risk it? I've been advised to put this into the video. I home teleported. I went to go towards the Alcarid gate, realised I didn't have any coins, and then walked around because, as I said, I'm not allowed to get XP in these areas, so I have to walk around. I have Lumbridge this week. I could have killed some goblins for coins. I could have done anything in Lumbridge. It would have been fine. It is a region that I have. And I just look stupid. So, you're welcome. You get to see that in the video. Right, we got ourselves 13,650 coins that we got from the steel plate legs. We did use 10 coins to get through the gate. I'm actually going to go up here real quick and grab myself a pickaxe so I can mine myself some gold ore. We are going to make 2 rings of dueling, or 2 emerald rings for now. And then the plan with that is to use them up. And however much we've got at the end of that is what we will spend on runes for MTA. Hopefully, that should be plenty. And we should have about 8 hours to spend at MTA. I don't even think I'm going to need that long. But I just want to get this all done. Smash out Bones to Peaches. And if I've got some extra time, some extra runes, I might get some more points. Maybe I'll buy like Infinity in the future or a Master Wand, who knows. But they are stored there, so it's not like it really hurts to get the points. It's not like I can't carry them over. Apparently 56 crafting. I'll take that. Right, we are all geared up with runes. We are now going to dig in to some MTA and cut out all this content for the video. We should be able to get 55 magic pretty soon. I'm going to start with the telekinetic room because that room is really slow. And then we move on to the high alchemy room because I basically spend all of my money on runes. Well, low alchemy rune, as it is for me. I spent all my money on runes so we could just get this done. Let's go. Slipping this recording in so we can get ourselves some extra XP and 55 magic. We can finally cast high level alchemy, which I'm actually not going to be doing for the alchemy room. Mainly because we get the same amount of points, and yet it uses an extra 2 fire runes per cast, and I haven't calculated for that. So we'll be doing low alchemy in there, unless I forget and accidentally click the high alchemy. Whoops. But there we go. That is 55 magic, and apparently a milestone of 1275 total level. Cool. I really wish I had energy potions for this. It has been an absolute nightmare running out of energy repeatedly, especially when it makes you run around the room numerous times. Anyway, with this last one landing here, that is going to give us 200 points, which is all we need for Bows to Peaches. I would carry on and get the bonus points, but I really don't care about them. So we're just going to leave here, and we're going to head over to the alchemy room. I know you said telekinetic room again. And we're going to get ourselves some alchemist points. We're not going to have enough runes to do the full lot, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to let me in with coins, so I may have to head up to Pharaoh. That's kind of annoying. So we're going to go up to the Fox Enclave, store the money. We'll come back and do this afterwards. Like I said, we're not going to have enough money, or runes, should I say, to do the full thing. But I'm going to get as many points as I can done. And then we'll end off what we're doing here for now. I might go and get some more money to try and finish it off. I'm not entirely sure. Or I might invest my time into something else. Because I've spent a lot of time this episode working on MTA. And I kind of want to vary it up a bit. Okay, so we have just 3 alks left. And we've managed to get ourselves quite a few of these points done. I am kind of disappointed that I didn't have enough to do the whole lot. But there we go, that is all of our runes used. Unfortunately, we've got some freebies here, but we can't use the cast because we don't have any runes left. If we deposit these now, we should put ourselves up to 226 points. Do we get any levels from that? Nope, but we have gone all the way to 59 magic through doing this. It has given us a lot of magic levels, and I am very grateful for it. Now, normally, when you leave this place, you get given coins. Unfortunately, the way this account is designed, it's going to go straight into my bank, and I'm not going to allow myself to take it out. If I was an actual UAM, it would be put into my inventory, but I'm not going to make the exception because I don't think it is that important. However, we only need 74 more points. There you go, 1k coins into the bank. 74 more points in the Alchemist room to finish that. And then we have to do the Enchanter's room. So, I'm actually really close to getting this done. And I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't have enough. So I think what I'm going to do is actually go and get myself some more money. We're going to go get some more steel plate legs and hope that we can get enough money just to finish this off. Like I said, I only need like 76 more points in the Alchemist room, and I need the Enchanter's room as well. Which, by the way, we can now do enchant diamond jewelry, which is going to be nice because before we could only do ruby. And unfortunately, we can't do the Dragonstone, but that's way off anyway. So that should speed up that process a little bit. They're going to need a bit more cosmics than I would have normally needed on a higher level account, which is unfortunate. But as we can go ahead and see here, we are very close to unlocking Bones to Peaches. Several hours later, we find ourselves here in the Alchemist room, finish up the final few alks. But if we go ahead and alch this final item, that will put us on 7,400 coins, which, if we go ahead and put into here, is going to give us 74 points, pushing us straight to 300 total pizzazz points in the Alchemist room. So that is everything we need for Bows to Peaches. Got ourselves 19 nature runes left over. Let's get on to the Enchanter's room. Okay, so a little bit of an issue here. I've been doing the enchantment room for a while now. I've used about half-ish of the runes, and I've come to this realization that I've severely miscalculated somehow. I've been using the online calculator, the old school Runescape portal one, if you know what it is, to work out how many runes that I need for this, and it said 466. That's assuming that I do the level 4 enchant, which is the one that I'm doing. So I got 470 runes just to be safe, and I've gone ahead and done it. We've got 210 left, but if we go upstairs, I mean, I could use this with a hat anyway, but I'll just use this way to show. If we trade with the Rewards Guardian, you're going to see that we actually have more than enough points. And yet I've still got 210 Cosmic Runes left. Which means somewhere along the line, there's been a massive miscalculation. And I'm not entirely sure how. I don't know how it's calculating it, but it's definitely not correct. I've also got all of these Earth Runes left, because obviously I need them to level 4 enchant as well. So I'm basically done with Bones to Peaches. However, I'm not going to be buying it for like another hour, because I want to do it on the live stream anyway. So I'm just stalling out for that. I think what I'm going to do is just use up all of these runes. We'll get some extra points left over because there's going to be something from MTA that I'm going to want to buy in the future. Maybe it'd be a Master Wand or something. Or Infinity maybe to store in the house. That'd be cool. So I might as well just use up these runes and get some extra points, rather than just shoving them in the bank and doing nothing with them. So let's go back into the enchantment room, which I need to hop because I've already done this room. And we'll get back to it. Okay, so for the final cast, we are going to alch one of these adamant cut shields, and that is going to give us, I think it's what, 8 points? Yeah, I think, whatever. Yeah, it gave us 8 points and some extra magic XP, so we'll take that. Taking 80 coins when I leave? I don't think so, Chief. Anyway, the reason I have saved these runes, as you can see here, is because I'm actually going to need them to cast the spell, which obviously once we unlock it, I will need to actually cast the spell. I don't need the Cosmic Rune, but I couldn't do another enchantment without losing the Earth Rune, so I just left over with 1 Cosmic Rune for no reason. Anyway, let's go out of here, and we can go ahead and get ourselves some Bones to Peaches. Let's go get it unlocked. Okay, Bones to Peaches. Let's get it bought. All the points are done. We actually ended up with 3,934 enchantment points, nearly twice as many as we needed. Yeah, I looked it up, and apparently the calculator assumes that you're enchanting the cubes and not the dragon stones, which I don't know why. It says it's less efficient, but I mean, I used half as many runes, so I don't know how that works. But anyway, let's go ahead and confirm Bones to Peaches. That is now unlocked. And assuming we have the level, which we do, thankfully, we're just over, we can actually cast Bones to Peaches. Now, unfortunately, we can't cast it because we don't have any bones or any water runes. But don't worry about that. I'm going to go to the Alcarid mine, and I believe there is a spawn of water runes there, so we're going to go collect some from there. And then I'm probably just going to kill a man in Lumbridge so we can get some bones, and that'll allow us to cast Bones to Peaches. Ooh, thanks. Right, we got ourselves the water runes. There's 4 in a spawn, apparently, which is really convenient. We're going to go ahead and kill a goblin. I got this money from cutting the sapphire that you saw at the end of the last clip, and we went and sold that off as well. So that was, what, 175 coins or so? And this should give us some bones and some coins, apparently, which we can now use Bones to Peaches on and complete ourselves a medium task. Did I not pick up the bones? Apparently not. Medium task done. Okay, so the rewards for that task are 50,000 XP, 2 super defense potions, or green dehyde chaps. Not really too fussed about the physical rewards in this one. I think the XP is where we're going to be heading. So let's go ahead and spin the XP wheel and see what we get on this. I seem to be getting a lot of crafting XP from this, but I mean, I'm not complaining. Crafting's one of those middle grounds that, like I said before, it's not like the worst thing to get, but it's also not the best either. But I'm happy with it. I don't mind taking it. 50,000 crafting XP will be added to the account at the end of the episode. I do also want to mention that I keep forgetting to say that I do add the XP rewards that I get, but I forget to mention them in videos. So I believe before we had a smithing one. I honestly can't remember, but I definitely did them. So they have been added, and here's the stats that we have right now. This is where we're looking with the account currently, and I will be adding the 50,000 crafting XP, which will give us maybe 2 levels. I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3 levels. We'll see. That's pretty good for the future of the account. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and start Vampire Slayer. I'm not quite sure why I never did this before, but I might as well do the first step, just so that when I go to Varrock, I can complete the next step. Unfortunately, I will have to carry the stake, so unless I want to use it as a carryover, it's not really going to work out too well, but it didn't take me too long to start that, so that is Vampire Slayer started. We've still got about an hour and 18 minutes left, and I'm not really sure what I want to do. I think I might just go and train. I might try and find a decent place to get some combat XP, and we'll work on that, because I don't think I've got anything else I wanted to do this episode. The main premise of this episode was getting Bones to Peaches done, and that is what we have now done. So, I think it's just combat training from now. Get some extra XP quick. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is going to do it. Let's run away from the Terrorbear before it stays in combat with me. It's still in combat with me. That'll do. Anyway, that is going to be another week completed, and a week of Regional Rumble has been done. Okay, so for the end of this week, I'm going to be carrying over the same 6 items as last time. That is the Raw Shark, the 68 Marks of Grace, the Dragon Med Helm, the Rune Scimitar, the Red DI Body, and the Rune Boots. So I'll be carrying them over to next week, and that means everything else is wiped as usual. And there's nothing else to do but roll ourselves 4 new regions. Well, we finally rolled it. We could finally get rid of that stupid shark. The Fremennik Lands comes next week. Let's freaking go.